Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Got a special one here for me. This one is requested by Harold D. Smith, and it's Johnny Cash, The Rugged Old Flag. Thank you, Harold, for the request, and I hope this is the one you want. This is you didn't provide me a link, so I had to choose. So hopefully this is the one you wanted. Let's get into the intro and right into the video.
I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat," and I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key said, watching it write and say, 'Can you see?' And it got a bad rip in New Orleans, with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo, beside the Texas flag, but she waved on though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. 'Cause she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night, we don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that ragged old flag myself. I know in other countries and that maybe their flag, is not ingrained in their social lives like it is in the United States. And there's a lot of places in the United States that it's not part of the social fabric there as well. But here in Texas, and especially for us old veterans, who wore that flag on their sleeve for so many years, it means a lot to us. And I'm always amazed at how these entertainers can tell a story and put the right emphasis at the right spot on these. I wish it was a talent that I had for storytelling, but I don't have that. But I do like to hear people like Johnny Cash and Red Sovine a bunch of others, talk, and anytime they talk in reverence, for our old flag, it hits me right in the heart. So, but that's just me. So thank you, Harold D. Smith, for the request. It was nice, and for the rest of y'all, till I see you again, I'll catch you down the road. Bye.